inner child and people pleasing. Me personally, I have people pleased. Oh my gosh, I think I really just stopped people pleasing for real 2 years ago. And it's still real hard. It's Marcia Smith again, and thank you for joining me on my channel. This is my third episode as we get into the inner child. If this is something that resonates with you and you are adamant about being the highest version of yourself, you are adamant of being the most fulfilled in this journey of your life, and you are just really on the journey of being yourself, you are adamant of being the most fulfilled in this journey of your life, and you are just really on the journey of being self-development and self-growth, then this is the channel for you. As we get into the inner child, I've done 2 other episodes on the inner child. I'm continuing to do episodes on this, but today I want to focus on inner child and people pleasing. Me personally, I have people pleased. Oh my gosh, I think I really just stopped people pleasing for real, like 2 years ago. And it's still real hard. And I had to understand like 4 years ago where that stemmed from. And before that, I really was a people pleaser. Didn't feel like I really had an identity. And that's kind of bad, right? I just turned 40, so my entire 30s, I went through so much. Things that I've shared before is that really transformed my life. Not only was it my father's death, but what really made me focus on the inner child is my last relationship and like home-term relationship, and noticing that I had a pattern of just letting men do me any way, letting me treat me any kind of way, and just allowing toxic relationships and toxic friendships in my life. And so the first thing that I did, and what I think is a good tool for anyone to use, is to go to therapy. You really don't know what it means to be a people pleaser, and I know it's a buzzword on social media, but in order to really know if that's something that you identify with, you really need to go to a therapist. And that was the first thing that I did. And really, when I did that, and I shared this before, is I really started to deal with the inner child and the inner child and people pleasing identified with me. Come to find out, it was a few things for me that caused me to feel like I needed to people please in order to compensate for the things that I did not have or did not feel like I was adequate enough. And one was because of my weight, and because I was bullied at the age of 8, and I shared that. And then my parents, wanting to make sure they were happy. I'm a very empathetic person. I've always been an empath, and I really wanted to make sure I made my parents happy. I tried to do well in school. I never was like a bad kid. I did what I was supposed to do. Wasn't really rebellious at all. I really wanted to make sure that my parents were happy because I loved them so much, right? And I had great parents. But one thing and I don't think my mother did this intentionally, she didn't. I'm sure a lot of people have just because of society, but I had to go on a diet when I was 8. And in high school, I went to Weight Watchers. People were doing probably fun stuff on Saturday mornings, and I was at Weight Watchers. So I always had food was never really been fun for me, and diet and exercise has been a part of my life since I was a child. Those things as a child made me feel really inadequate and made me feel like I had to compensate. And so what I did to compensate was to be nice, was to people please, and go above and beyond for people that may not have been the best people for me, may not have been the best friends for me, best boyfriend for me, best situationship for me. And to this day, I am very aware of it, but I'm still healing that very much. And I still being adequate enough, right? And even after all of the work I'm doing, you have to constantly feed into yourself. And one other tool that helped that is to write affirmations down to counteract that shadow work that I've talked about before. Which if you haven't seen my channel before, shadow work is really taking all of the negative things that you don't like about yourself or negative situations, writing that down on paper, and to really just deep dive into why you feel that way. Why do I feel inadequate? And talking to yourself and say, I feel inadequate because this, and that. Writing that down on paper is such a reliever, stress reliever, because you really get to, it's something about writing on paper really heals you. And it heals you when you write it down and get all the negative out. And it heals you by writing affirmations and putting all the words of speaking life into yourself. Not only do you do shadow work, affirmations to counteract all of that shadow work is so helpful, because at the end of the day, if you're like me and you don't have that many people cheering you on, then the best, and I mean, people, I don't know, if you don't, then you have to become your own best friend and cheer yourself on and speak those words, speak that light into yourself. Even if you take those affirmations, and a lot of people talk about mirror work, which I'm working on myself. I haven't mastered mirror work, but looking yourself in the eyes and speaking light into yourself, speaking words of encouragement. That is another tool that you can use to counteract that. And once you find those affirmations that you love, meditation is just something that is just so powerful, and it has been such a great tool for me throughout the years. One, to deal with the inner child, right? If you have not seen Aaron Doughty or watched Aaron Doughty on YouTube, he's amazing. He has like 1 million or so more followers, and he really helped me on my self-discovery, self-development, and spiritual awakening journey. But one, he has a few episodes on inner child and how that affected him, and that really, really resonated with me. And he also has a meditation, which that's what I was getting at, that you can go back and really talk to your inner child. And that's what I did. It sounds weird, but in one of my meditations, I really went back and imagined talking to my younger self and hugging her and loving her and letting her know that all the things that she thought she wasn't not pretty because of her weight, because I'm from the South, so if it wasn't weight, it wasn't my weight, it was my complexion. Light-skinned women were considered more prettier in some aspects. Nice hair was another thing that's a big thing in the South here. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm born and raised here and still here. And then the other thing was having a big butt. Those are all of the things that I definitely have a major complex that has really, taken over my life. Right. And, I'm here I'm overcoming it. I have overcame it. One thing I said I was going to do for my 40th birthday, which was this past June, is to never let my looks and my weight define me, as I had for 39 years. And because of that, I started doing, which is another, and my last tool and technique is, not only did I do therapy 4 years ago, about a year ago, and consistently before my birthday in April, I would go to somatic therapy every week. And somatic therapy transformed my life. It has really, really helped me with my sensuality and being comfortable in my skin. When I am intimate with men, it just makes me more free. It actually makes me what I say, my authentic self. And I'm so appreciative that God has landed me there. And that's another thing. Keep God in the situation. God, universe, whatever you want to say, your spirit guides, your ancestors, whatever resonates with you. If all resonates with you, mine do. I ask for guidance, and I'm so glad that somatic therapy was one of those tools that I use to really overcome myself and really be comfortable in my skin. I would say the latest thing that I have done as far as meditation is like really focusing on my sacral chakra, because as I am growing in this confidence, sacral chakra, if you don't know, is what we have several chakras within our body, and sacral is the orange chakra, and it is focused, it's right under your navel, and it focuses on confidence, it focuses on sexuality, it's focused on creativity and all the things that I need right now, right, to fulfill my purpose in just sharing and being authentic and being candid and sharing the tools and techniques that I've used to get me to where I am today, and just sharing with my community as I grow my community. And as I know right now, it's rather small at the time of this video, but I want to continue to have the courage when nobody is cheering me on, nobody is liking my page, nobody is viewing my stuff, to continue to do this and have faith and confidence and courage in myself to continue to do that. Meditation, affirmation, and all of those tools that I've used, and I continue to use them every day, because I feel like every season of your life is going to be different, and you never stop growing and you never stop doing self-development work. Although I've come a very long way, I'm still on the journey with you guys, and I will continue to be on that journey with you all. I'll leave that. I hope that this video today encouraged you to do a bit more meditation, go to therapy, do some shadow work, get you 2 journals and do some shadow work, and just really know that you're not alone in this journey. You're not too old in this journey, and you have time, right? As I plan out my next year, 10 years, 5 years, I want to always keep in mind being the highest version of myself. When I leave here, my journey is to tell myself I've done well, right? I just want that for each and every one of you that are watching. If this resonates with you, I would so appreciate if you like this video, click and subscribe, and leave me some blue heart emojis, because I have on denim today. And let me know that, hey, you're feeling what I'm saying. You can resonate with what I'm saying. And it just helps me continue to grow my channel. Even if it's just that one viewing. I don't know, hopefully it's more. But listen, I love you, kings and queens. Be kind to yourself.